Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ray Dolan from Mullingar in Mullingar, but not exactly. We're at Multyfarmham Cookery School, and if anyone does not know about this place, well, you must be living under a rock, because this is a magnificent facility. It has been used for many events as well, as you can see in the background. This is a huge theatre really, and a lot of people come out here to cook, but things have changed dramatically since in the last year and a half, and this lady called Kamalika has been cooking on television. Yes, she has gone all international, but we'll just give you a little look at exactly what it's called. It's called Multyfarmham Cookery School, and we're here with the lady herself, Kamalika. Can you explain her name to me once again? I've got it wrong, my dear.
Hi, this is Kamalika from Multyfarmham Cookery School. So we are delighted to have Ray here, and today I'm going to do two dishes which you can use, one for Good Friday, the one with smoked salmon, and the other one is a lamb dish that you can use on Sunday if you're planning to impress any guest that's living with you.
Very good. Well, we're delighted to be here, and as I say, you can start your engines now. Have you got the machine? Are you going to cook on gas or what, or where are we going to start?
So first of all, I'm going to make my pink sea salt. Always use sea salt in your cooking. The reason is it has all the minerals your body needs. Next is we need some melted butter that goes in. You can use the same pan to make your bellinis. So they are going to be served with beetroot and cream cheese puree, which has a vibrant pink color when they're done. The nice thing about that is that actually that color comes through, and we are into spring, and that it really will make it look very well.
So you've gone live on TV now, you're on your own channel and you're doing Zoom. How many days a week do you do the classes?
So we have 3 days a week, plus sometimes we have on...
Is okay, we're still rapping away. Yes, she's back on television again.
So bellinis are like smaller versions of pancakes, and the nice novelty about it is that they need to be made kind of quite small. So they are a pre-starter, or if you want to serve it as a full starter, you can do that as well. So I'm using this same pan that I have melted my butter, and you can put several little blobs in each, like in one pan, and you give about 2 minutes on each side, and then we turn over. So you can make a lot of them, and the nice thing with this is you can make loads, and you can do you can keep them separate in a board. You can keep your smoked salmon separate, your beetroot puree separate. So in other words, people have the choice of mixing them together. So if you have a vegetarian person or a person that doesn't like smoked salmon, doesn't like parma ham, they can just have it with the beetroot puree only. So that way you are catering one dish for everybody that is hopefully when we go back to normality and you can invite guests to your house, this will be really handy to have. So the beetroot puree is simple. You need to get, now I buy fresh beetroot and cook them, but you can buy already cooked beetroot as well.
Now, who do you buy your stuff off? Is it Fox's?
Yes, we buy all these beautiful pea shoot, my wild mushrooms here. They're all from Fox's. All our ingredients we buy locally, and also all my recipes with lockdown and everything that's going on are recipes that anybody can literally get these ingredients in a supermarket or the nearest Asian store or the fruit and veg. So that way when you see these recipes, you're not going to just put them away and think, oh my God, I'm not able to do this. I can't get these ingredients. In other words, if the ingredients can be bought locally, you will be able to do that.
What's that now you're putting in?
So I'm putting beetroot, cream cheese. I'm using mascarpone. You can use Philadelphia as well.
Okay.
And then a teeny bit of salt.
I can hear the crackling going on here. Yes.
And a little bit of black pepper.
Tell us a little about yourself. Where are you from?
So I am originally from Sri Lanka. We have been living in Ireland for nearly 20 years now.
God,
And
it's a full lifetime already.
definitely. And we do love where we live, the people we have met, and where we are now is mainly because of everybody's support locally and around here. I have to say that for all these years.
Give it a blast there, up.
Yeah,
You buy a.
the noise.
Yes, folks, there's no smell on this TV, but it smells good already. These little beauties are just coming on really, really nicely. Just a little bit of, I like that little toasty bit there now. And tell us, you've been, I just keep chatting here because we can't hear you exactly. Brilliant. And you've got the nice fancy little plate there and all for it as well. Bear in mind myself here, I feel the heat. That looks absolutely gorgeous.
Now the fact that we are going into spring, it is always beautiful to have color. Now what I have done here is, if you want a smooth puree, you can do it like this. But I do like it with a bit of texture. So,
bit of crunch.
Yeah, a bit of crunch. So if you don't know your guest preference, you can plate it like this into a little ramekin. And so the person can take them as they want, or we can. Fantastic
presentation. It's like top class stuff. Beautiful.
So before we ended up in Mullingar, we did travel to a lot of countries all over the world, and also we worked in many, and my husband together, we worked in a lot of fine dining restaurants, which is where all this beautiful plating, these kind of ideas come from.
And tell me, where did you meet your husband? Dan, is that right?
Yeah, I met him in Sri Lanka while working in one of the 5-star hotels.
Where was he working?
In the same hotel. He was in charge of the catering college.
In the hotel, yeah?
Yeah, students. He was in charge of the students when we met.
Wow. And did he give you the glad eye there and then, or was it love at first sight?
I don't know whether it was love at first sight, but Sri Lankan boys don't do daddy for too long, because it was only 4 weeks after meeting Dan, he asked me to go out. Right,
4 weeks, yeah. He done a lot of, did you say yes and no for 4 weeks, or how did that go?
I think he did all his investigation. Within that 4 weeks. Because I mean, this is a lifetime commitment. You need to be sure this is what you really want.
Very good. And this was, you were 21 at the time, is that right?
I was 19 at the time. We are married. We know each other 29 years now, and we are married 26 years this year.
Congratulations.
It's a long time.
It's a long time. It's a big commitment.
You get out of prison, they say, before that.
That's what they say in Ireland. Yeah. What are you putting in there now?
So now this is samphire. Again, we buy this locally from our beautiful fish shop.
Okay. The fish shop in
Castle Street.
Castle Street, yes.
Okay, so these are chives, which is from my own garden.
Oh, yeah.
And these little bits are samphire, which is, some people call them sea asparagus, but their real name is samphire, and they add a lovely salty texture, and it goes very well. The flavors can be bold, but the flavors need to match. That is the key in cooking. That's what we try to show people, to come out of their normal comfort zone, do a lot of experiment. But
lads,
now look at that. It only took us about what, 5 to 10 minutes. If you go into a restaurant and you get this, you think, oh my God, this chef's been working all night long. and actually, sometimes we chefs in hotel environment, I have to give credit where it's due.
I know.
We do work all night, all day, sometimes too, but it is simple and easy when you know how to put it together. That is the key here.
This is what we're going to have for dinner now, lads. Anyone looking in there? Sunday.
So you're very lucky we're here because you will be tasting this after class. Now, the next thing is marination. So in Asian countries, we always marinate our fish and meat. It's very important. There's no point throwing salt and pepper and flavors on top of a piece of meat and directly cooking it. Now, if I was doing this for us, I would have this already marinated the evening before and I will cook it now. So if you're doing it at home, do the same marination, but do marinate it, cover it up and put it in your fridge the evening before, so all the flavors blend in beautifully.
So what have we got here? Is this
So I'm using some
lamb?
Yeah, some lamb. So we are going to put in some sea salt.
You've cut them up in bits as well. You've got a lot of, you've taken them.
It's same as the lamb rack, except I don't have the bone of the rack. I've taken it off. It makes it easier for people to have as well.
So it's a lot more meaty as well.
Yeah, and I'm going to put some black pepper in here. And another lovely ingredient that I like to use is harissa paste. This is again from Morocco, that direction, but it is not spicy as using chili powder or anything, even though it looks nice and orangey here. And then we are going to use, so these, I always show these in class and people think it's hilarious. The reason is, these are actually shot glasses.
Yeah.
Okay? So you have so many lovely ways of using this, of course, in making shots as well, but I'm purely using it here for cooking. Okay?
Okay.
So this has milliliters, teaspoons and tablespoons around the glass. So that way, what happens is, instead of using a tablespoon to measure, you can pour it in here, so which is really handy. So I'm using 15 ml of red wine.
Oh, would you not have a shot now yourself, being a chef there? One for me, one for the dinner.
I'm a very disciplined chef. I do not drink at work.
Oh, wow. Great commitment. Strong lady.
You need to be sober at work. Yeah?
Excellent.
So now I'm going to nicely marinate this, mix it up. This is what I was telling you. This has to be done at least the evening before to get the full benefit.
Would you not throw a bit of water in there as well, just to, no?
No, you don't need water.
No.
We are looking for a medium to rare, nicely crisp piece of meat. We don't need any water in here.
Okay.
So I'm going to drop in a bit of olive oil.
Is that virgin olive oil or?
No. So again, going back to oils, if you are using a very good expensive olive oil, you must use it in dips, like what the Italians do in Spain, in pestos, in garlic dips, where you dip your bread. If you cook with a very expensive olive oil, you lose the nutritional values when you are heating. So whether you buy a €4.99 one or a €20 one, once it's heated, you lose that.
It's a bit of a yarn then, really, huh?
So, if you buy middle of the road olive oil for cooking, it's perfectly fine.
Now, you don't cook on gas. Why is that now?
The reason is because we have children coming here. With the health and safety, we can't have gas hobs here. And also, this is a 750-year-old building. Literally, I mean, the church is 750 years old. So this part of the building is pretty old too, so we can't, it is a risk, all these floors are called wooden as well as much as the ceiling. So that's one, but mainly it's because of the children.
And before things changed, what way did you work here? Did you have classes here or what?
Yeah, so before everything changed and lockdown came along, we have 3 types of classes. We have one-to-one classes, that means it's just that person and myself, and they have a choice of telling me, okay, this is what I want to do. And then we program the class around them and they work hands-on. Then we have demonstration classes. These are the fun ones because they sit around my demonstration kitchen here. They bring their own wine. You can organize a party, anything that you fancy.
Wow.
And you can choose a theme night. We do about 7 different theme nights. So they are from cuisine from all over the world. In every class, people taste every dish that we cook. This is the key thing here. I get people to taste, because if people don't taste their food, there is no way that they are going to go home and make it, because they don't know what went into the dish. So it's very important that you taste. And the other classes that we do are hands-on. So I love these classes because it's like Master Chef. I just sit here and show them what to do, and they go to their workstations and they work hard. But demonstration classes, I work hard, they sit around.
Yeah.
Now, people who are doing my classes who have been here before find it sometimes hard, because they now do realize there's a lot of work behind the scenes. And when they come here with their wine and sit around, they obviously do not realize this, whereas now they do. But it works. If anybody makes anything for themselves, it works very well, because you can adjust your spices. I always tell in class, the recipe is only a guideline.
Yeah.
While you're making, keep tasting, and adjust the spices, adjust the salt to your own taste bud, your own palate. So now the next part is a little bit of combination for this. So I'm using
smells great.
garlic and shallots, and I'm also using some lovely wild mushrooms, which, as I said, we buy these from Foxes locally. We're very lucky to have them, because they actually even get us fresh banana leaves for our Asian class. You just need to order them a day or two ahead, and the guys, if there's anything they can get, they will get, and they are very, very helpful as well. So this is a trumpet mushroom, that is a wood mushroom, that's an oyster mushroom, and this is a normal chestnut mushroom. We just remove this hard stalk.
Do you do any foraging yourself, or do you just literally go to Foxes is the best place?
I do get bits and pieces, depending on, especially from, there's a nice little Asian shop in Mullingar, so I get all that, some of those Asian stuff from there, but we also get majority of the stuff from Foxes, because also the guys deliver it out here.
Right.
Which is handy, and that means I don't have to go out and run around as well.
Big shout out there to Bernie and Fergal.
Yeah.
And you've won a lot of awards here. And here's an award from 2016 the Food Awards Ireland 2016 Cookery School.
This was the biggest surprise, because we started at 2014 here.
Wow.
And the funny thing is, when we were going for the award, Dan told me, you need to have a kind of a speech ready, because after all, your mom has sent you for speech and drama and elocution. But I said, look at all the nominations. They were all top cookery schools. There was 14 nominations. I said, we're not going to win this. We'll be fine. We're just going for the night out, And next thing, the night started with Cookery Schools of the Year. All the names came. Everybody famous was there, including me. And then they went, they said, oh, the award goes to Multyfarmham Cookery School.
Woo!
And I even went and asked the judges, how did we win it? Because I want to know, what criteria did you look? He said, by the way, you have had many mystery guests that we sent, and you were the best one out of the whole lot that did the classes. You have had 6 mystery guests, and this is how, and plus the customers' reviews is what got you here. I said, thank you very much. And then in 2018, we won Best Cookery School again. And for this one, my mother decided to bring me a sari. Sari has 6 meters.
And 6 meters, sorry, cooking.
And because we won the first time, I thought, okay, we are not going to win this again, because we already won this. So I decided to wear this sari, and we got a table kind of really at the back. Luckily, again, the Cookery School of the Year award was right at the beginning. So people were very enthusiastic. If it was after dinner, I think people would have thought, where is she? Because it took me so long to get up that stage with my sari, make the speech and get back down. But everybody loved it. Again, it is continuously, I have to say thank you to all those people that believed in me, including my parents who have supported me regardlessly throughout the years, and my wonderful husband who is actually now my photographer.
Oh yes, your videographer and all that, yes.
Has always been there for the last 26 years.
And you have a son as well. Is he interested in cooking?
He's well able to do it, but he's a typical 14-year-old, does not want to show much of his talent.
All right. When he gets the girlfriend and he wants to sort of entertain her, he'll be a big lad then.
Yeah.
He'll know how to cook then. Come here, my darling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have my shallots, garlic and wild mushrooms. See,
it smells beautiful.
Yeah, if you have a beautiful piece of meat, you do not need to camouflage it with heavy sauces. That is where the key thing in marination comes in Asian countries. Once you marinate, like we use the harissa paste, sea salt, nice olive oil and pepper. So you do not need to make a huge gravy or anything. This is beautiful fresh meat. We have lovely wild mushrooms. So you don't need like extremely heavy sauces. Even with fish, if you marinate it correctly, you don't need a heavy sauce. Most of the time people use sauces when your meat or fish is dry. When it's bland and have no flavor, you must cover it up with something. So that is where sometimes all these heavy sauces come into play, which is really not needed. Another little ingredient I'm going to add in there is about a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. Again, when you're buying ingredients, buy nice quality ingredients. Now balsamic vinegar comes in so many different varieties, but try and taste. It must be nice and thick. If you buy the one that is like very much vinaigrette, it is going to clash with the rest of the flavors, which you don't want.
Wow, it's smelling good now.
Okay,
so things have changed dramatically. You are going live on your Zoom now.
I am.
And if anyone wants to get in contact with us on Zoom, how do they contact the school here?
So it's very simple. You go onto our website and all our upcoming classes are there. We are doing actually a new Japanese class now.
Oh.
So we learn to do sushi, everything, and people will realize when they do it once how simple it is to put together. So we do Asian, Thai, we do Japanese, we do Mexican, Italian, and Greek and Mediterranean. Plus we do a basic cooking with a modern twist. That is all dishes like what I'm currently doing.
Yeah.
So you see the beautiful balsamic has
wow.
given that lovely brown color and texture. Don't overcook it. See the way my shallot is still in shape.
Yeah.
So it's still crunchy when I'm going to plate this. Now even if you are doing a simple dish, I always tell people if you have issues with cooking, always maybe the best escape route will be buy nice platters. Sometimes presentation can get you away with murder as well.
Handing the dinner up to the husband.
It doesn't matter whether it's the husband or friends or family or even for yourself. It's very important that if you have spent money and bought your ingredients, that it looks fabulous on a plate. So this is just a simple white plate that anybody can buy anywhere.
Yeah, because that looks great. Like if you're thinking to yourself, well, we have chops and then we'll need spuds and we'll have spuds and then we'll have peas and then throw peas. But you don't need that at all because we have everything covered here on this Sunday lunch.
Yeah, and always height and building up is key.
Why?
Because when you give it and leave it in front of somebody, when it's all flat and gooey and everything is all over the plate, I mean, come on, Ray, does it look appetizing?
That looks, I could eat that straight away. I've no knife and fork yet, but I am looking forward to taking.
My final bit for this is
a bit of garnish.
Bit of garnish. And these are pea shoots. Again, we buy these from Foxes. And you you can, if you have peas growing in the garden, these are like the tips of that.
Tell me, do you grow any of your own vegetables yourself?
Yeah, I grow all the veg, all the herbs. Come summer, I have everything.
That is just to die for.
Now that is just simple presentation. Now this is where I was explaining to you about building.
Yeah.
You know, if I just put the mushrooms flat and my pieces of meat all over the plate and then some pea shoot, it looks horrible. It's the same ingredients, but how you dish it out is key as well.
Because I'm thinking now, how would I approach that? Because I eat very quick. So I'd start at the bottom there and I'd start with them shallots and a couple of onions. And I just pull down then a bit of that, bit of the meat there as well, the lamb, and start at that. Because a nice bit of a bone as well in that. This is amazing. As I said, anyone who's out there, folks, and they want to get in contact with our good friends here at Multyfarmham Cookery School. It's in Multyfarmham. It's down by the Friary. And the number is 044 9371808. And if you want to check them out online, it's multyfarmhamcookeryschool.ie. And you can put in the HTTP and then the / and all that. But just put in www.multyfarmhamcookeryschool.ie. And it says everyone comes out here from kids from 5 years of age to 95. But they're all looking in. And maybe everyone is just cooking at home now. And one question for you. Do you eat a lot of the food yourself that you're eating? You know when you're a chef and you're saying, I'll check that out now, I'll eat a bit of that.
Yes, I do. And with the online classes, actually, like if we did have people, we share it with everybody, but we don't. So now with online classes, it's just only Dan and me. So literally, I even have a choice of choosing the dishes that we fancy.
Fantastic. And another thing as well here is that you cook for the Friary on your left and you're involved with the nursing home on the right.
I am, yes.
And wow.
And also I do when we do have residents staying, which is not often at the moment with the current situation, with the LAC Cancer Center as well. I do diet and nutrition with them.
Yeah, because as well as that, I mean, you're helping out people because everything is in your stomach and we eat with our eyes and all that, but our diet is a little bit strange because we are too fond of spuds and all that type of thing, and then the meat, we shouldn't be eating meat every single day. And no,
it's all about balancing it out. I don't tell people you must be vegetarians, but you need to balance out. And also when you're buying ingredients, always read the back labels, especially with the sauces. Check out what kind of additives they have, especially MSG or monosodium glutamate, which is available across the board in many sauces. So if you're paying the money, it's your body, yourself, or whoever you're catering for. But you need to be able to tell someone, oh, you know, this is free of any artificial flavors. Like, look, we did these dishes so fast and with such natural ingredients, and it is there locally available, you know, but it's just that people need to look for it and be more careful in what they do. And I also want to really emphasize on the fact, sometimes when people book our classes, they are not 100% sure whether this is a pre-videoed class. So it is not. It is a full online class where you buy your ingredients at home. Once I send you the recipes, we do 4 recipes at least a night. So you are cooking every dish along with me. In other words, we all finish cooking one dish and we move on to the next dish. So you're never left behind. We have plenty of time, but the recipes will give you instructions in what you need to have ready, cut, chop, and ready. And we cook together. So it is very important that end of the night you actually could have 4 dishes ready for yourself.
Do you miss the interaction with people? Has it been hard going cooking to the television?
It is
or cooking to the phone or the camera?
It is very hard. Yeah. Because I like, you know, I have got so used to, we are here now nearly 7 years. And all these years people come here and there's an interaction and there's chit chat. So there is no such thing as such online. Yes, people do talk to you, but it is not the same. I can't wait till actually people can come back in here and you know, we can have a nice bit of fun here, because you can actually organize your party. It's not only for kids, adults can organize their parties here as well.
Well, there you are, folks. That's the lady, and I must get her name correct before. Kamalika. Tell us, was your mother a good chef?
Yes, my mom had a bakery and a restaurant.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and by the time I was 10, I was able to do all of that stuff.
Wow. You do baking as well. You cover everything you can think of.
Yes, we cover, and I'm finishing up my cookbook. I'm hoping to have it out by summer.
Excellent.
And my spice blend.
Your spice blend. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman has it all. I'm just going to turn my camera around, and the dinner is getting cold now as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start having my dinner. That is the lady. We are here from Mullingar, in Mullingar, promoting what's good and great about our people, our business, and our people, business and town. And as well as that, our food, because we have everything in Mullingar. Now I'm just going to turn the camera around again, because what I want to do is I want to go and just show you guys, this is our dinner. I hope you're all keeping well. That's the starters, and that's the little one there. And then we'll just go over and give you some information, because we're in a very sacred building here, and some of the information is all here on the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Multyfarmham Cookery School. Welcome, Multyfarmham. We provide a wide range of cookery classes, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it all is there in front of you, and there's the phone number. All there. So once again, this is Ray Dolan from Mullingar, in the Cookery School in Multyfarmham. I'm going to have my dinner. Have a super afternoon, and we will chat to you later today. What day is this? Saturday. Oh, tomorrow we're going live as well. We're going to speak to a lady who is in America. Or is it America? Yes, she's in Florida. Bye for now. She's from Mullingar as well.